Okay, hi guys, and welcome to this video. Now, it's the first video that I've actually done in a wee while. I can't really be bothered with YouTube anymore since they basically took my partnership away. So really, there's no any point in uploading videos anymore because you're not getting any money at all from it. So anyway, it's just to talk about a new vape product. As you can see from the title, it's the Kylin version 2. Now, I've had it for a wee while, but I wasn't getting the flavour that I expected out of it. All the reviews were amazing for it, and the anticipation for it was very high, because I never had the original Kylin, but I had the Kylin Mini, and that was a single coil, which was pretty banging for being a single coil. So then after that, I got the Pyro V2, and that's been my go-to device. It's been absolutely phenomenal, my favourite device probably ever made. And then I got this for my Christmas. But usually, obviously, when you get a new device, you want to use the new device over the device that you've already been using. But I was finding I was getting a lot of flavour issues with this Kylin, which really surprised me because of the way the deck is constructed, which I'll show you in a minute. The deck should have immense flavour because it's mostly under coil with a wee bit of side coil airflow. So really, the flavour should be phenomenal. But I wasn't getting the flavour, so I kept diving back to my go-to, which was the Pyro V2. But recently I'm buzzing because my Kylin is now at the standard that I expected it to be. And the reason that is the problem was coils. Now, coils makes everything, like, seriously, if you don't have good coils, then there's no point at all. So basically, I was trying kind of wee coils in it, probably about 2.5mm diameter to maybe 3mm, and just I was getting no flavour at all. They were just kind of, I also tried the cheap ones that came in the box. They were 3mm diameter, but still they weren't kind of fat enough, and the coils weren't, the wire wasn't as good a quality. So basically what you want to do is get a good coil. What I've got in here is it's a dual coil, and it's triple core fused Claptons. They're shown at 0.15 ohm, and at 80 watts they ramp up perfect to the way I want them to ramp up. My friend made them, so they're handmade, so they're really good, and they're 3.5mm in diameter. I think that's the secret. If you have that whole deck stuffed with coils, then the airflow can't escape without having to go through the coils, and that's why I'm getting such immense flavour. So before, with the coils before, they were just too small, so they were just missing. So I'll show you the deck now, and it's wicking phenomenal. The vape I'm getting is totally wet and moist, and it just keeps up, and you see it bubbling, and it's just wow. So what I did with the cotton was you flipped it out, and then you cut the corners at an angle, because 3.5mm diameter is huge, so there's a lot of cotton there, so you need to trim it down, or else you'll just choke the wicking ports up. And yeah, so I do have a wee miggly point as well. The top fill system is actually amazing because it's so convenient. You're not having to unscrew it, and then you have to hold another piece while you unscrew your lid for your e-juice. Basically all it does is kind of slide over to the side like that, and then you just fill it and then slide it back, so the lid never comes off the device. But I've found that it actually opens too easy. Like this bumped open, that's how easy, look. Bumped. That's it open. So it actually bumped open in my pocket, and it actually spilled out all over my leg, and I looked as if I'd peed myself. So it's far too easy to open the lid. That's the only niggly point, because I mean, it is a good feature that you just slide it open and that's you in. Do you know what I mean? No having to unscrew anything. So it is good, but it could have been tighter, or it could have had a wee locking mechanism. Now, just quick, before I show you the deck, I'll just show you how much vapour actually comes out of it, and it's actually, you can tell that it's wicking good because it's popping and cracking, which I love. It's great. Listen. Yeah. Oh, I've actually got a raspberry berry menthol in here, and it's, oh, my mate makes it. It's lovely. Another thing with this is the airflow is phenomenally smooth. Like compared to my Pyro, it's as if, wow, it's so smooth. I can't describe it. It's the smoothest device yet, and it's the best flavour I've had yet from any device that I've got, even drippers. It's like that good. Okay, so I'll try and get these close, just hope it focuses. Okay, so here's the deck right here. See if, I don't know if it'll let me tap to focus on the front. Oh, it does. Okay, so I do want it to focus better, but okay. Anyway, it's not focusing that great because I'm just using my iPhone. So this is a deck here. So as you can see, the airflow it's got holes underneath, and it's got these bits, and these hit the coil from the side. But as you can see, I have basically, the coils are that big that they've taken up the whole deck. That is the key, because the other coils I was using were far smaller, so basically there was loads of room left around the deck for the air to travel about. But this is what you want, and this is your cotton here. You don't want to stuff it in, it's just enough, if you know what I mean. And the only time I had a leak was when I told you that I left the lid off, but it does tend to leak if you leave it on its side. It will tend to leak a wee bit, but mainly if you don't open the top by accident, and if you don't leave it on its side, then it's banging. Like I've said, it's the best flavour ever, and even with the airflow open as wide as it can, the flavour is still amazing. The flavour is still as if the airflow is closed down. That's how good it is. The flavour is just there throughout the full kind of air range, if that's a word. But I could literally have it wide open. Wide open, it is too much airflow for me. That's where I like my airflow, and that is still quite too wide because the Pyro is a lot tighter. But that you just can't dig the flavour. The flavour is amazing. So guys, I hope this video isn't too long, and I hope you have stayed to the end. But thanks a lot for watching.